Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another indie horror game. This is the demo for Soul Diagnosis, an absurdist amnesiac doctor role-playing experience. Built in the lineage of Planescape, Torment and Disco Elysium, this narrative isometric cRPG takes place in a fantastical techno-divergent analogue universe. Let's try. Right, we have the mind, the body, and the soul. Choose your primary attribute. Okay, do I have... Okay, I do. I was about to say, I don't want to pick it and then... Right, let's see the mind. Lizard brain. Your thoughts are ruled by your most primitive brain structures. Embrace your reptilian, maladaptive, superstitious worldview. Enhance your survival by surrendering to your deepest primordial fears and desires. Is that a tiger? No, it's a public speaking event. Holographic injection, visualize how the universe works. Gunner, show everyone how much you know. Galactic network, the complexity of your brain exceeds that of the galactic core. Use this advanced neural network to enable logic and reasoning. Ah, that cut like an infinitely sharp razor. Okay, interesting. Body. Gut plastique. Your gut contains more nerve cells than your brain. This is the set of incredible resilience and also the home of your deepest, darkest, gurgling shame. Ah, hip shot. Shoot first and ask questions later. Monkey business. Size up the other primates. You are curious, tribalistic, and sometimes vicious. And then testosterone. You think simple, aggressive, sweaty thoughts. This is kind of sounding more like me, so I might be going for the body. Let's try the soul though. Heart. Long ago you set out to save the world. Somewhere beneath your blackened scales and dented armor beats a radiant, immaculate heart. Transform pain into kindness. Status doctor. You're a doctor, damn it, and that demands respect. I like the bones type of the Star Trek bones. I might go for soul. Aerosage. Your physic attunement reveals the underlying fabric of the universe. Your meandering and highly eclectic spirituality allows your soul to fly beyond these walls. Charcoal soul. Your soul has been burnt to a crisp by the state of the medical profession. These are all going to be... I'm going to go with body and soul. Yeah. So let's apply that. If we do get a secondary attribute. I'm guessing we don't. Maybe that... Oh, no, we do. Okay, and then... Choose your secondary. Let's go with soul. Yeah. Why not? If you've never played Disco Elysium, then this might look a little bit confusing at first glance.
You were having the loveliest dream. You were falling through an infinite void, dressed in a fluttering raiment of light.
Sounds like a good dream.
Shining down like some brilliant shooting star. Falling away forever.
I was about to say, that sounds to be like some banging. We're just trying to get some 40 winks. Okay, bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Open up in there.
Norse pudding.
With monumental effort, you open your eyes a crack and find yourself in some sort of pitch-dark storage box. You feel as if you've just slept for about 7 minutes in a roadside ditch after a raging night on the town.
Sounds like a typical Monday for me.
I said, open up in there. I know you're in there, Wellesley.
You drag yourself into a seated position at the edge of your tiny cot. You feel an immense unease within the pit of your abdomen. Some primal distress that radiates outward, filling your entire body with an overwhelming feeling of malaise and dread.
So we picked body and soul, so basically there are going to be conversation options that are based on our attributes. Most of the time, in Disco Elysium anyway, if you've ever played it, most of the time they do not go well. And it's the absurdity of it all, it's the kind of comedy effect. I'm not sure what these are. I'm guessing health, mental spirit perhaps, and I don't know what the empty bottle is here. But I'm liking the isometric viewpoint already. I'm liking the fact that the kind of characters look like FMV characters as well. So let's go in. It's going to be very text heavy. It's going to be very dialogue heavy. So I won't be really saying much while it's all going through. But yeah, let's go on.
Something is wrong with this place. You should not be here. This place should not exist.
It does sound like the text is AI, and at the moment this is just a demo. But what I would say for Disco Elysium is the narrator has this very soothed, silky voice, very baritone voice that kind of just draws you into it. So the AI aspect of this, not a massive fan of at the moment, but let's see.
You feel sick. You need to find some way out of this. You feel sick.
Yes, you see, it's things like that, like the inflections at the end, like you feel sick, just feels a bit sort of dead tone at the moment. Right, you feel sick. Why do I feel this way?
Something has gone irrevocably wrong. You have made some unforgivable mistake, perhaps long in the past, and now you are imprisoned within the desolate hellscape of your own design. Your life is ending. It was always going to be a short stay within this desperate existence of yours. The lethal sickness that has been slowly brewing within your fragile shell over the years has finally broken its shackles and is ready to consume you. But now that the inescapable moment has come, your suffering stretches on into an infinite ribbon of anguish. You will die for all eternity as a withered and sickly thing, your organs shriveled and dry.
And this is all my gut telling me this. Okay. Yeah, getting very Douglas Adams vibes as well from this. Who is out there?
A harbinger of doom pounds upon the door. A voice. The cries of a slavering demon spawn, born of the ancient hells with the sole mission to find you and claw you down into the underworld, a terrifying creature of eye and tooth and tongue. There is no solace for you there. There is no rest for you. A lifetime you feel sick.
That's presumably why I went to bed in the first place.
What are you doing in there, Wellesley? Wake up!
Alright, so a few more options have been made available to us now. So we've got the status here, 16% chance, so it's not going to happen. Go away, or we can go, I guess I better comment out. Let's just say go away. It's not going to work. This is a red skill check which cannot be reattempted. Are you certain you would like to proceed? Sure. Oh, snake eyes.
That's it. You've done it now, you pencil-neck twit.
You hear a peculiar sequence of grunting noises, interspersed with some unspeakable language and foul curses.
What the hell is going on?
With a cry of twisting
Jesus.
metal, a sudden blast of searing light nearly blinds you. The ogreish, square-shaped figure of Nurse Bridget Pudding stands in silhouette, panting menacingly. You attempt to scrabble away, but a mighty hand snatches you by the collar of your white coat.
It's time to get to work, Dr. Wellesley. No more dicking off in here.
I wanted to dick off in here.
Squirm in terror, but the iron grip and furious conviction of Nurse Bridget Pudding are unassailable. She drags you out into the pallid linoleum and deathly lights of the hospital hallway.
So I lost some of the second jar, or phial, or glass bottle that was there. Interesting. I wonder if I can actually die in this demo. Let's see.
The drifting moans of human suffering are like a tide that ebbs and flows, yet is ever present.
This way, Dr. Wellesley.
You look down at your name badge as Nurse Pudding watches you quizzically. It reads, Bennington Wesley, intern doctor.
So she's got my name wrong? She doesn't even know who I am? I think you might have the wrong person.
Her eyes narrow as she scrutinizes the sparkling, newly printed name badge.
Oh, they're always making typos on these things, aren't they? We'll be sure to give those name badge printers a piece of our mind.
Yes, the name badge printers.
You catch a glimmer of what might pass for joy in the assertion that Bridget Pudding will have the opportunity to demean and berate the lowly badge printing staff again. The marginalizing of lesser beings is a celebrated method for keeping oneself afloat in places such as this.
If that helps Nurse Pudding on a day-to-day basis, and she gets her rocks off on that, then so be it. Right. Is it possible that they misprinted the badge and I'm not actually a doctor?
It wouldn't surprise me in the least if those incompetent badge-printing chimpanzees had bungled their one and only task. It's as if they thrive on a constant output of failure and disappointment. But no, you are a doctor, Dr. Wellesley. It's time to start acting like one.
But I don't wanna. I wanna go back to sleep. I wanna have nap time.
No, I don't think so. This is clearly your badge, Wells. Good heavens, Dr. Wellesley. I would recognise your bent and gangly frame anywhere. It's amazing that your knuckles don't drag on the floor being all hunched over like that.
Wow, Nurse Pudding. you know, compliment a guy every now and then.
Why don't you try standing up straight and pulling your shoulders back a little?
Yes, mother!
You look about nervously as the nurse walks behind you. She winds up and delivers a powerful blow to your lumbar spine in an attempt to manually straighten your posture. Your bones pop and crack, eliciting significant pain, but her efforts otherwise have little effect.
And I've lost some health. Are you kidding me? Right, let's just move on. Yeah. Now that she's like thwacked me in the back. Who's this guy? I like their walking animations as well. Clearly, the actors that were doing this were just like walking in a short line sort of thing with a green screen behind them. But I do like it. It's charming. It's very charming. Look at me. Look at my resigned face. How am I even here? How am I a doctor at all?
Just as you reach the door of Mr. Ponsonby's room, crackling and static is heard from the speakers above.
Mr. Ponsonby, eh?
Nurse Pudding, you are needed emergently on the 5th floor.
Miserable timing, I must say. All right, well then, it seems you'll have to manage on your own from here, Doctor.
She unceremoniously pushes you into the patient's room.
Jesus, don't get on the bad side of Nurse Pudding. She's a beast. Whoa there.
You arrive to the bedside of your patient.
At the first glance, I thought this guy was completely butt-ass naked.
A rotund man is sitting bolt upright in bed, breathing heavily. Sweat is pouring down his body, and he is quite pale.
A rotund man.
This man does not look good. He might just take his last breath any old time now. Frothy sputum leaks from the corner of the man's mouth as he peers over at your name badge.
You never want to have frothy sputum leaking from the corner of your mouth. Let me tell you that for a fact.
A great Dr. Wesley. I seem to be in a bit of trouble here.
You feel an instant connection with this struggling man. You can feel the weakening energy of his spirit reaching out toward you like a tentacle, groping for relief, for safety. You are his sworn guardian, the sentinel of his soul.
I will save you, Ponsonby.
A little mouse of a nurse stands in the corner of the room. Her crisp white uniform appears untouched and immaculate. She is holding a sheaf of papers which she is wringing with her hands. Her wide eyes are locked on the heaving body of Mr. Ponsonby. A tall aide stands beside the patient, firm and statuesque. She uses a towel to dab with futility at the sweat that pours from the man. She watches you expectantly but averts her eyes when you look at her. Moments pass. Mr. Ponsonby glances about the room. The rapidity of his breathing increases steadily. His neck veins seem to be bulging outward. Impressively, the tiny nurse has managed to wedge herself even further into the corner of the room, and she has nearly twisted her papers in half as she works them incessantly with her hands. Her pupils are large, and her breathing appears rapid. She is transfixed as she stares at the ailing man on the bed. The small woman is distressed, perhaps due to her diminutive size. The comfort and defense of a larger male would likely set her at ease. You should make a display of your superior size and strength to attract her and assert dominance.
Assert dominance, yeah, right,
The tall
okay.
aide lets out a resounding sigh and turns to look at you. One eyebrow is cocked. Her eyes implore you to do something. Anything. She is wondering what the hell you are doing.
Yeah, because at the moment we're just standing here watching this all unfold. We've got this guy here who just... He looks like he's gipping. Looks like he's about to gip.
She clears her throat in a mildly masculine way.
Hey, I'm more masculine than you.
Do you suppose that maybe we should do something, Doctor?
Aid Froom.
The tall, muscular form of the Lady Aide appears to grow in size as she stares you down. Her Adam's apple bobs up and down as she swallows. You begin to fear that she might rough you up if you don't say something. Now.
So here's an interesting thing then. So I didn't pick the mind, right? So if I had picked mind, would that have been a success? Or is this just for the demo? Because it's been giving me a few other attributes from other kind of pillars, shall we say.
Something stirs inside of you as you watch the aide's lean muscles ripple beneath her skin. A faint sheen of perspiration is visible, and a strand of wet hair, escaped from her tight-up do, is draped along the edge of her face. Her eyes bore into you. All of a sudden, the thought that she might rough you up seems a touch exciting.
I don't know about you guys, but I am getting a bit excited by Aid Froome roughing us up a little bit. Right, so we've got a 27% chance of testosterone. I don't suppose you'd care to rough me up a bit, would you? The thing is, this is our health. We've already been slapped in the back by the nurse outside. It's gonna fail. Let's see. You gotta try it, right? Great.
What did you just say?
I think I may have just had a small stroke. Ah, will to live.
She's totally into
that's
you.
gone down.
She just doesn't want to show it in front of these nerds.
Yeah. She totally is into me.
Let's not worry about that now. I don't seem to be breathing so well here.
Ponsonby sounds eerily like the comedian Tom Davis, an English actor and comedian. If you've never seen Murder in Successville, you really should check it out. It's really funny. Did he just call me Mr. Wesley? So, my name is Mr. Wesley?
Yes, that would be you.
Are you quite certain that dreadful nurse thought my name was Wellesley?
It's right there on your name badge, Doctor. Bennington Wesley. I can read it from across the room. Besides, I know Dr. Wellesley, and he's got a bit more, how do you say, air of confidence. The tall and broad-shouldered type. The type who could slaughter an antelope with only his hands to feed his woman in time of need.
Hey, how do you know I can't slaughter an antelope with my bare hands? I may have to wrestle it first, and I might be naked, but I'll get the job done.
His clothing fits precisely. He is not, you know, quite so disheveled and worm-like as...
Don't worry, Dr. Wesley. I'm sure he's not half the doctor you are. It would say you try and fix me up, sir. I'm not certain how much longer I've got. If you take my meaning.
What's actually wrong with him? Let's try and diagnose that. Are you quite certain that dreadful nurse? Are you sure that I'm a doctor? Yeah, let's move along. Can't someone help us? Who's in charge here? They're just going to say I'm in charge, right? Shouldn't someone be doing something? Once again, what is going on here exactly? Let's try that one.
This man is sick, can't you see? You need to do something to help him.
I can tell he's like having little spasmodic fits here, but we need to kind of know the proper technical diagnosis. Why aren't you helping him?
What do you expect me to do? I'm just an aide.
What is an aide?
I provide aid to the patients.
So like a nurse?
No, like an aide.
Interesting.
I am doing something.
This is going to go round and round, isn't it?
This man is sick, can't you see? You need to do something to help him. For God's sake, man, you're the doctor. You're supposed to tell us what to do.
I knew that was going to happen. But I just had to try it, you know? Variety is the spice of life.
The nurse now appears frozen, her eyes locked and pupils dilated, her breathing almost undetectable.
Well, she looks like she's got his notes there, so maybe I should talk to her. You there, nurse, what are you doing?
She shakes her head slowly as tears well up in her eyes.
Hello?
She looks as if she has stopped breathing. After an interminable pause, she takes a fluttering breath and continues to stare at Carl Ponsonby.
She's fallen into a hole, it seems. You're going to have to dig her out if you want any real answers.
Don't worry, I'll dig her out of this K-hole.
She's frozen, Doc. It's the poor thing's first day. Probably thought she'd be kissing boo-boos and putting on bandages today.
Kissing boo-boos.
Rather than caring for a rotund, sweating, labouring man who looks as if his last breath is quite imminent. Rather than caring for a rotund, labouring man on the razor-thin precipice of death.
What are we going to do, Doctor?
Right, so we've got a 41% chance. Okay, I just need to think what is going on here. hip shot. I can't wait around for these people. It's time to spring into action. I'm gonna go with the Galactic Network. Let's see. That didn't work. I get the feeling that nothing's gonna work.
The man is exceedingly unwell. He is surrounded by a puzzling array of medical equipment and apparently ineffectual medical staff, yourself included. This is a recurring event in your life. You find yourself cornered and unable to escape from your own inadequacy. If only someone, anyone, knew what to do.
How did I get my medical degree if I don't know anything? But we did wake up and, you know, a bit of insomniac sort of thing going on. So maybe we've been hit on the head or something along those lines. All right, we can try the hip shot again. Let's go for it. I didn't lose any health there or mental prowess. Nope, snake eyes again. Great.
You leap into action, but unfortunately you have no idea what you are doing. Your eyes are drawn to the unruly mess of monitoring equipment by the bedside. This seems important for some reason, and so you begin pulling at wires and pressing buttons with reckless abandon. Within seconds, you have tangled up all of the cables and electrodes, and are banging on the metal box casings of the monitors and shouting like an unwashed Neanderthal.
It sounds about
What do you
right.
think you're doing, man? What is it that you're trying to accomplish?
I'm trying to turn on the machine for some reason. You won't understand, I'm doing doctor stuff here. Yeah.
Yes, this doctoral level technique is well beyond my O's intellect. Perhaps I assist you in your high-level task before you electrocute yourself or the patient.
You're dabbing him with a cloth. I'm trying to turn on the machine that will probably save his life. I'm getting this equipment in order. I have no idea what I'm doing. Help me. I don't need you badgering me with questions. I have this under control.
She stares at you as you stand there, slumped in a defeated state.
Yes, clearly.
Well, this isn't going to work, is it? Alright, people. Enough futzing around. Let's get this man fixed up. Well, I'm not going to pass it. I haven't passed any of them yet.
You stand at the foot of the bed like a white-garbed prophet, waving your arms in the air, as if proselytizing an untended flock.
That could work.
The tall aide shivers with excitement and turns to hear your heavenly words. A glow of newfound inspiration and understanding settles upon her, and she begins to march toward the menacing tower of monitoring equipment, carefully winding her way through the cluttered room. What you envisioned as a firm, fatherly pep talk quickly disintegrates into a tirade of near-screaming, garbled obscenities, terrifying the other workers in the room. As your deranged speech reaches her ears, she becomes panicked. In an uncharacteristic flight, the aide becomes entangled by the disorganized wires on the floor, launching the enormous monitor tower into the air. The tower crashes to the floor in an avalanche of electromechanical debris, broken glass, and showers of sparks. Acrid smoke begins to rise from the rubble. Nurse Paisley, already paralyzed in unspeakable horror, begins to hyperventilate before finally raising her hand upward. Her eyes roll into her head, and she crumples to the floor, striking the back of her skull on the linoleum. She lays there, a broken pile of humanity. You are uncertain if she is unconscious or perhaps even dead.
I don't even know. Why are you all in my living room?
And with that, he closes his eyes. Well, technically speaking, that wasn't my fault. Aide Thrum went over to the machine, and she toppled it over and maybe killed this person.
The tiny nurse lays there on the linoleum, unmoving. The worries of the world have left her. She finally takes a breath and slowly exhales like a deeply dreaming infant. Your heart fills with longing as you watch her there, imagining her toneless body bobbing atop waves of darkness in a knowledgeless, serene ocean of non-existence. If only you, rather than her, could have had your skull and brain bludgeoned into the void of unconsciousness. But no. Here you stand, on the precipice. She's not dead. She's still breathing, which implies that she's at least minimally alive. Could she have suffered a significant brain injury? Sure could have.
Sure could have.
It would be prudent to evaluate her further, but unfortunately, you have larger fish to fry.
Yes, we have the dying man on the gurney here.
The sparking rubble of the monitor tower is silent. Smoke continues to rise from within, a narrow column of inky blackness trickling upward, filling the room with a charcoal haze and the stench of burning electronics.
This situation is getting beyond our control. We must do something, or this man will die.
It's a deadly one, you know. It's a long, deep, dark. It's the one you have feared all this time. And now, it is here. Amazing.
His mind is going. This is terrible sign.
Yeah, perhaps we just let him go.
That effectively is what we have done so far. But no, we should not. We have promised to help this man, yes? We cannot let him go without a fight.
A final battle with death itself. Is it Carl Ponsonby that we battle on behalf of? Or do we battle for ourselves?
What in the world can we
The
do?
monitoring equipment could have helped you to make decisions, but it is gone forever now.
Yeah, I don't think I had much choice in that, you know?
You could consider speaking to the patient, or perhaps examining him. These are common things that doctors seem to do.
An intriguing prospect, yes. Let me try
He
speaking
sits
to him.
there, eyes closed, chest heaving with each breath.
How are you feeling, Carl?
Frothy spittle drips from the corner of his mouth. His eyes open and his pupils drift toward you, but seem to be looking far into the distance.
I am atop the mountain. The skies are cloudless, crystal blue.
Fascinating. And how would you describe your symptoms, Carl?
Like a dancing spiral of sparkling snowflakes. Or is it stardust? It's falling away. Falling and falling.
Ah, you're describing the symptoms of scurvy. When did they
I've been
begin?
here all along. Long before you or I.
Uh-huh. And how would you rate your symptoms on a scale of 1 to 0?
7.1. 7.16. Repeating onward,
Ah.
as if into a fractal of infinite
Right.
complexity. Wherever you focus your attention, a new universe is born.
Okay, Carl. So we get experience points. This is our experience. I see. Okay. Is anything making your symptoms better or worse?
Oh yes, an endless cycle. Chasing back and forth from one to the other. This is our gift, but it makes us suffer so. If only we could see the gift for what it is.
Is this making sense to
The
anyone?
tiny nurse is silent.
Oh, she's unconscious.
These are the incoherent ramblings of a dying man, nothing more.
I don't think that's the clinical way of saying it, you know? Alright, so we've got monkey business, which is 58% chance of success. The odds are forever in our favor. Oh, yeah, let's go for it. Six? No! What's the skill check I have to pass? I thought it would have been 6. Obviously not.
You approach the bed with feelings of deep uncertainty. Carl's body is like a malfunctioning machine of irredeemable complexity. You place your hands upon him, you stare at him with intensity. You don your stethoscope and press the bell to his skin. You listen to various places on the body at random, but the sounds that you hear are empty and meaningless. You have learned nothing.
Or have we learned something? What would you like us to do,
Just
Carl?
sing with me. Sing until the very end.
I'm thinking Toxic by Britney Spears. Right.
The monitoring equipment you could consider speaking to the patient or perhaps examining him. Are you certain that you would like to move on?
I think I've exhausted all the other possibilities, and they're all going to be fails anyway, so... Yeah.
The monitoring equipment is destroyed and the nurse has been knocked unconscious.
All is lost, of course, but that was always the promise. The promise that was given when you drew your first breath.
I'm not sure that we could make situation any worse, but I am fearful of this possibility. What did you learn from examining him?
Not much. I've got it all figured out.
Yes. Is that so? Do tell.
I've got nothing.
Yes, as I thought.
The rotund man's eyes remain closed. He is no longer speaking. His breathing is almost imperceptible now, and his pale skin starts to turn a deep, dusky blue. A short, square-like figure materializes from the hallway.
Good lords, I am called away for 5 minutes and...
The chaotic rubble of the annihilated monitoring equipment lays silent. A stream of dark charcoal smoke rises into the air as the sparks dance with exuberance.
And you've nearly lit the building on fire. Good lords. Is he dead? Is he breathing air swelter? Does the man have a pulse?
The tall aide somehow seems to shrink in stature as she is struck by sudden realization. She leans over the bed and places her fingers upon Carl's neck.
I do not feel a pulse.
Are you certain?
No, I do not feel a pulse. There is no pulse.
He is in cardiac arrest. Compress the chest. Now, Venti.
The aide positions herself above the limp, motionless form of Carl's body. She places both hands overlapping atop his chest and begins pumping up and down with her strong shoulders in a practiced display of violence.
Come on, man. Come back to us.
You hear Carl's ribs cracking and popping as she pounds away at him. Her eyes widen as she fixes upon the crumpled form of Nurse Paisley heaped on the floor.
What in the world? Is she dead? What happened?
I'm fairly certain she's still breathing.
Dr. Wellesley, we need to determine the man's heart rhythm. If you would please set up the defibrillation paddles.
I don't think that's a good idea, in my current state of not knowing anything.
Another dark form materializes from the hallway, moving in a casual fashion, whistling to itself, sliding along the linoleum floor in some maddeningly frictionless manner.
The hell is this
The
guy?
whistling stops abruptly as the figure pauses in the doorway. A shock of unruly hair atop thick spectacles. His eyebrows raised as he absorbs the chaotic scene before him.
Oh dear, could we use a hand in here?
I'll take whatever I can get. Come in here.
It seems your man is in cardiac arrest at the moment. Would you like me to intubate him?
Hold on, cardiac arrest? What does that mean? Yes, of course, intubate away. I think I should be the one doing the intubating around here.
Why, you're the team leader, Doc. You should be standing there with arms crossed, doing all the important thinking while we do the monkey work.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Very good.
He proceeds to the bedside and begins rummaging through drawers, gathering various bits of equipment. Donning rubber gloves, the bespectacled and wild-haired man steps to the head of the bed. You watch as he opens Carl's jaw with his right hand, as the left hand guides a shining blunt metal blade between Carl's teeth. He makes subtle adjustments to the blade position and moves his face closer, peering down into Carl's body, as if he might find the dying man's wayward soul within the depths. With the metal blade still held with the left hand, he uses the delicate precision of his right hand to guide a long tube through Carl's teeth, down, down into the unknown. With a satisfied grin, the bespectacled man looks up. He then attaches a bag inflated with oxygen and squeezes it rhythmically to deliver air to Carl's lungs.
The tube is in.
Pulse for a check. Does the man have a pulse?
Sweat drips down the aide's muscular arms as she pauses and places her fingers on Carl's blue, lifeless neck.
No pulse.
What I wouldn't give for another nurse right now. Wellesley, quit dilly-dallying. Get those defibrillation paddles set up. There, get them from over there in the corner.
She points with a sausage-like finger to a monstrous heap of electrical wires and electrodes atop a metal box with innumerable dials and switches.
We need to get some adrenaline into this man immediately.
She moves to the bedside and swiftly places an intravenous line into the man's arm. She holds up a glass syringe of clear liquid to the light, adjusting the plunger to push a few drops of excess liquid out the top. She then attaches the syringe to Carl's intravenous line and pushes the clear liquid down the tubing into his body.
Adrenaline shot is in. Wellesley, get those defibrillation paddles set up immediately.
We can try it, but everything thus far has resulted in an epic failure. So even though we've got a 41% chance, let's go with the monkey business. I mean, he's dead anyway, right?
You march over to the defibrillation equipment and begin pulling on wires, flipping switches and spinning dials. Without noticing, you somehow manage to connect the skin electrodes to yourself in the process. As you flip the switches, a low electrical whining sound escalates rapidly and reaches a crescendo. With a final triumphant press of the big red blinking button on the box, you deliver a massive electrical shock to your own heart, blasting yourself across the room into the far wall.
I really should have seen that coming. Lucky you didn't shock yourself to death, Wellesley.
In a display of unexpected speed and efficiency, she races across the room. She untangles and attaches the electrodes to Carl Ponsonby's chest. Then, whirling like a stocky nurse tornado, she spins a few dials, and the metal box of the defibrillator begins to hum a cheerful, expectant tone. She peers into the readout on the defibrillator machine.
He's still in ventricular fibrillation. We need to shock. Charging to 200.
She turns a large dial, and a low electrical whine resonates from the box, rising to a shrill peak before being replaced by a ponderous two-tone sound, like a distant police siren.
It's charged. Everyone stand back.
Everyone present steps back from Carl, even those who aren't particularly close to him.
Shocking.
Carl's body convulses, and his chest lurches upward briefly. He is then still again, lifeless and blue.
Flatline. Asystole. Nothing. Begin compressing the chest.
The aide resumes her position above Carl, her hands pressed against his sternum, and delivers powerful compressions to his chest.
Pause for a check, Ursa Wilder. Does he have a pulse?
The aide presses 2 fingers to the side of the patient's neck. She waits for a moment, panting with exertion.
There is no pulse.
Resume compressing.
Ursa Wilder Frum again places her overlapping hands atop Carl Ponsonby's sternum and pummels his broken chest, driving into him with her powerful shoulders. There is a flash of light from the corner of your eye.
I think Ponsonby's gone into the next world.
You are nearly blinded for a moment. No one else seems to have noticed anything. The flash of light scatters into a gauzy haze that slowly coalesces into a vaguely human-shaped, luminous form, glowing like a ceaseless electrical storm.
I mean,
Form
he
stands in silence as it watches.
he seems to be enjoying his spiritual, ethereal life form. You know, it looks like he's dancing. I say we just let him go into the other world.
Aide Frome continues to wail on Carl's chest, while panting and trying to wipe away the sweat from her brow with her shoulder. The bespectacled man continues to rhythmically squeeze the oxygen bag. Nurse Paisley lays in a crumpled pile on the floor. Nurse Pudding stands with her hand on her hip. The form turns toward you. You perceive the vague shape of hands moving, as if it is trying to communicate with gesticulation. You can almost hear the words, like faint whispers on a breeze. Strain as you might, you cannot understand what it is saying. Someone is clearly having a laugh at your expense here. Who is the prankster here? There's no way this can be real. There's no other way. It wouldn't be the first time someone has had a laugh at our expense. This one would be especially cruel, though. I'm telling you, man, it's a damn prank. It is a glowing thing, shiny and alluring. It does not speak your language. It is not angry or threatening. It looks tired and sad, unable to put up a fight. It's hard to reach for an explanation here. This is like nothing you've ever experienced before. Something novel, unnerving, and yet spectacularly curious. You need to root out the head trickster here. None of these fools are to be trusted.
That's right, they're all fools. I know the real reason. I think it's trying to communicate with me.
The cascade of soft whispers flits past your ears. Fragments of words, expressions, emotions. They all passed just beyond the edge of your recognition. It is like a distant cousin from another place. The language between you is remote but familiar. You could sniff or touch it to get a better sense of it. Oh sure, smell the fake ghost. That'll sort things out real quick. We could try to speak to it, as it does not seem to be a threat. Its confusion and pain seem almost like a reflection of our own. Enough discussion, let's get to the bottom of this.
Pause for a check.
No pulse.
Flatline. Asystole, compress the chest. We'll need to get some adrenaline into this man.
The wispy, ethereal being turns toward you, motioning inscrutably. Again, you hear the hints of whispers fluttering past you, just beyond the ability of your mind to comprehend. You sense the being slumping over and hanging its head. A faint whisper escapes it. A long, guttural cry emanates from the spectral presence, as if an inhuman voice composed of shattered glass. A rattle of otherworldly moaning radiates from the being. Fragments of words.
Wellesley, who in the devil are you talking to?
We must hide the truth from her. It will endanger us greatly if she finds out that we were communicating with this vision of an otherworldly being. Don't trust her.
Well,
My brain was talking to me.
and is it telling you anything useful? On second thought, don't answer that.
You can tell her to shut that fat mouth of hers.
Wow.
We need to take stock of the situation. The man calls for a check.
I don't think we're saving this guy.
There is no pulse.
Asystole, flatline, no cardiac activity. Resume compressing the chest, administering more adrenaline.
The spectral presence lets out a pained cry, a distant howl carried away upon an icy wind. The nurse levels her gaze at you from across the room.
What would you like us to do, Wellesley?
What are our
They
options?
aren't good. At this point, we have two options, really. We can keep going, or we can stop. I'm not going through this with you again, Wellesley. If this is some game you are playing, it is not funny. It's no use. He's in asystole. More electricity can't fix that.
Yes, I knew that. I knew that. Of course I did. I'm a doctor, damn it.
It means we can see.
Let's let this dead man go ahead and be dead. Unconscionable. You will go on fighting until the bitter end, as your forefathers have done immemorial.
I would say that we have. Do you think so? The chances of getting him back alive with a properly functioning brain are now quite poor. Poor at best, really. It might be the kind thing to do at this point, Dr. Wellesley.
The bloated, blue man flops about beneath the ceaseless onslaught of chest compressions. The figure calms and quiets, a flow of whispers seeping out from its scintillating form with an almost babbling, childlike quality. That floppy, blueberry-colored man is already gone out to pasture, I'm afraid to say. Your honor requires that you continue the resuscitative efforts.
What do you think, Wellesley?
I mean, I don't think this is going to have a... I mean, it probably will have a major impact. Let's just try and go. Keep on
A
going.
shrill wail of agony permeates the room, like some tremendous alien animal thrashing in its death throes.
That doesn't sound good. Maybe we should let the spirit go on like Patrick Swayze. We don't know this guy's story. We don't know Ponsonby's story.
There is so much pain here. Perhaps this is the sign we are seeking. The sign that we must stop this violence.
All right. Sir Wilder, step aside.
The nurse walks to the bedside, leans over the lifeless man, and compresses the chest with her overlaid hand. The blue, bloated form of Carl's body looks more lifeless than ever as it continues to flop.
This man is dead.
That hefty nurse has plenty of burst strength, but is severely lacking in endurance. She's going to run out of gas any time now. You should step in and show these weaklings how it's done. A display of physical strength would surely establish the lacking hierarchy in this unit. The resuscitation continues. You can see that all hope has left them.
It is your call, Doctor. What would you have?
You're
Keep
damn
going.
right. Tell them to work harder. We'll get this man back yet.
Sir Wilder, dear, if you'd relieve me.
The towering aide moves to the bedside and resumes her seemingly tireless efforts to restart Carl's heart. A shrill wail of agony permeates the room. The resuscitation continues.
I don't know that there's much else to be done, if you insist.
Her speech drips with venom as she utters your title. She doesn't think much of your many scholastic accomplishments, especially given that the resuscitation continues. The faces of the hospital staff are grim and without hope. Aide Frum continues compressing Carl's chest.
I don't know that there's much else to be done, Wellesley.
Don't go to the light, Ponsonby. We're going to bring you back, damn it. If I've seen many episodes of The Pit, I know this can be done.
She nods.
There's nothing left in that husk.
You can tell just by glancing at the man lying in bed that he is... The resuscitation continued.
I don't know that there's much else.
She nods.
There's nothing left.
You can tell just by the resuscitation.
I don't know that there's
All
much
right,
else
so
to be done.
we're not going to be able to resuscitate him.
Wellesley.
All right,
Yes.
let's stop.
I believe it.
The figure calms and quiets. A flow of whispers seeping out from its scintillating form with an almost babbling, childlike quality.
Hold compressions. Is there any pulse?
There is no pulse.
All right then, we've done enough. Let's call it. Here's where you call the time of death. Just say what time it is. Very good. Thank you, everyone. Shut it all down.
The depleted and downtrodden medical staff stand back from the corpulent blue body lying in the bed. The bespectacled man saunters over to a large switch on the wall and pulls it down with a resounding thunk. The room darkens, and the numerous machines fall into a lifeless sleep. The airflow slides down to zero, and a deep silence permeates the room.
Now don't you forget to fill out the death papers and speak with the poor man's family. You may want to check on your other patients as well. Who knows what has happened with them while we've been occupied in here?
Your bowels churn as fluids slosh about within your peritoneal cavity. You wince as you realize that there are other patients under your care. You have more work to do. This was only the beginning. She shuffles over to the crumpled form of Nurse Paisley, bends and grabs the unconscious nurse by her leg, and begins to drag her out of the room.
And it looks like you've got yourself another patient now. I'll put her in the next room, and I would encourage you to come evaluate her promptly. She does not look well at all.
The silence that fills the room is deafening, as you stand before the lifeless body of Carl Ponsonby. The stillness is all-encompassing, all-consuming. The statuesque aide, her clothing darkened with sweat, turns and walks away. The ghostly being stands quietly at the edge of the chaotic scene. The tension in your shoulders melts away. There is a deep sense of relief as the imminent danger has passed. You no longer fear for your life. This one cannot hurt you any further. Oh, but it can. It most certainly can.
I wonder if, maybe, we should have done something different.
So there you go, guys. That was the demo for Soul Diagnosis. I've got a few thoughts on that one. At first, I thought the characters were actually actors and they were like put on a kind of green screen, but it kind of now has occurred to me that it's probably just AI generated the whole thing. I like the humor involved in this, and I like the kind of fact that it's set in a kind of hospital and we don't know what we're doing. However, the skill check passes all seem to fail, and I think for this particular demo, you're meant to fail them. Now, usually that's fine, but really, what are we doing in this game? We're just basically going through lines and reams of dialogue, and we're failing checks. It would have been nice to actually been able to walk around the hospital to interact with items and characters, maybe solve some puzzles before we got to Ponsonby, but we didn't, and therefore it kind of feels like we were just kind of reading an interactive novel. We didn't really do much in the kind of way. I don't know if we'd have chosen body instead of mind and spirit, if that would have made any of the checks more successful. I get the feeling that we're meant to fail all of them. We apparently can level up and distribute the skill points among 12 unique skills, and I feel that maybe going forwards the skill checks will become easier. I don't think as a demo it was great to kind of have everything fail, because, you know, with Disco Elysium, at the very beginning of the game, yeah, sure, you failed a lot of the skill checks, but you can also pass them as well. There's a kind of randomized sort of factor to it. With this one, I kind of felt like you're meant to fail, and that's fine. Yeah, it just kind of makes you feel like you're just kind of reading a big novel. There is humor here, and it's very sarcastic and very dry, but it doesn't give me the laugh out loud moments that I had from Disco Elysium. And with the demo, you'd like to think that it was going to throw everything at you to, you know, get you invested. So maybe this is a bit of a slow burn one. And also because of the amount of dialogue, people might be turned off with the, I'm assuming there's AI voices that are on here. There did seem to be a few voices that were real. So maybe there's a combination of real voice acting work going on combined with AI acting work. And I know for indie developers, with this amount of dialogue, it's easier to use AI. But let me know what you thought in the comments below. Like or dislike the video. If you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, thank you for your time. Thank you for reaching the end of the video. I'll see you on the next one. Stay ghoulish. Bye.